So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD, and the hype train for Black Ops 4 Zombies has officially hit breaking point as Black Ops 4 is out this week. I cannot wait for it to release, and I have so much content planned for you guys. It's going to be amazing. There's 3 maps on launch, but there's 4 if you get the Black Ops Pass, classified, and today we have our very first official cover art image for the map classified, and this comes courtesy of the PlayStation 4 store for New Zealand and Australia. Assuming very soon that the game will be able to be preloaded, it's now showing the size of the game as well as the downloadable content for the game being classified, and we can see it here with the cover art image. Now, I wish we had a better detailed artwork image than this, but this is already driving a lot of excitement within the community, and I had my jaw dropped when I first saw this image because it just really surprised me. We have no idea about what exactly is going to happen on classified, but we have our first official image, which of course is Samantha Maxis. Now, this image is actually incredibly awesome because it's all in the details. If you just look at this as it is, yes, it's Samantha, and looking further on the image, I've worked out that this looks like the Samantha from Moon. So we have that story, the Ultimis story. We know that we have the Ultimis crew inside of classified, and it looks like we might have some themings to do with Samantha on the Moon. But this image is insane because there's actually some hidden images within the actual image. So if we look at the Samantha's face, we see what looks like Samantha, we can tell by her hair, but the face looks like it's a cross between 2 different people. I'd assume that maybe one side of this could be the Richtofen that we saw at the end of the Moon Easter egg, you know, where he takes over control of Samantha. The other side looks a bit like the traditional Samantha, but it looks zombified, and also the yellow eyes, which indicate that Samantha is in control of this realm and the zombies at this point in time. But if we look at the bottom of the face, we can see the MPD, which of course is just one of the best parts of the Moon Easter egg in the storyline. There's so much surrounding the MPD, but it's also shooting a lightning bolt. But the lightning bolt actually makes up a side profile of Ultimis Richtofen wearing his hat. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So that is incredible. And if we look down below the MPD, it's very hard to make out, but I've zoomed in so much on this image in Photoshop, and you can see that on the sides of the face, we have another character on either side, and also above the classified text, we also have another character. So on the left, you can see another profile shot of Richtofen by the looks of it, because no other heads really have that unique shape that comes out above the forehead, which of course indicates a hat is being worn. Below Richtofen on the left, to me that looks like Nikolai, and it makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of the sort of black shape covering up the forehead and above the eyebrows, and Ultimis Nikolai of course has that sort of scarf wrapped around his head and around his neck, so that would make a lot of sense. And on the left, you can clearly see it is Dempsey, the good old Dempsey from Ultimis. I cannot wait for these characters to be back in Zombies with brand new quotes. I cannot wait, and it also would obviously make sense, but it's very hard to make out. I personally can't really make it out, but I assume the one underneath that has to be Takio. Now, with a loading image like this, it obviously means that there is quite a big focus on Samantha Maxis within this map, and the fact that this is taking place before the events of 5 seem like what happened in Black Ops 1 could be happening completely different. Perhaps we may not have even gone to Ascension yet in this storyline, or perhaps this is just a completely different version. We know from the Zombie Chronicles versions of those remastered maps that some things are happening very different. So by all means, the adventure that we go on inside of Black Ops 1 might only just be starting, but at a new starting point with Classified. But I also really hope as well that this could be a continuation from the Moon storyline, because at the end of Moon, of course, we blow up the Earth, but the Ultimus characters are just left there on the Moon, and we have no idea what's happened since. I actually had this conversation with JC Backfire the other day, and we made a really great point that Treyarch don't really ever end storylines. Like, Moon was like the big ending, but we've never heard anything since with the Ultimus crew until now, where this is the first time we're gonna actually see them with brand new fresh quotes. So it's technically could be a continuation from that story, but that story didn't technically end. And with Black Ops 2's Origins, that ending was not really an ending either, which sort of has been explained, but sort of hasn't either. And Revelations with that ending, Blood of the Dead could be the explanation for that ending and be the proper ending to that storyline, but it doesn't look like the ending either. So this could be that Samantha is now a really important part of the story once again, and we could hopefully have a continuation from Moon, or maybe something completely different. We know as well that at some point in the future, Ultimis Richtofen is going to join the Premise crew, so whatever happens in this map is going to be pretty big. Jason has also commented that this is going to send ripples through the community with the answers that we're going to get from this map. There's no question this image has just created so much more hype, and I honestly cannot wait to see the Ultimis crew back again. It's been 7 years since we've seen the Ultimis crew in Black Ops Zombies, so to get the original crew, what made so many people love zombies so much and get attached to these characters, we're finally going to be getting the full-fleshed, proper versions, which are completely over the top. I cannot wait to hear some of the quotes Richtofen will come out with, or what the other characters will come out with. It's just going to be amazing. I'd love to know down below in the comment section, where would you like this map to be set story-wise? Would you like this to be set after the events of Moon? Do you think that this is a pre-Moon map that's happening right now? Do you want some clarity on what happened to the Ultimis crew after they blew up the Earth? All we know is Classified is a map which is going to lead into the events that happen on the map 5, so I can't wait to see how Treyarch explain how we got to 5, because that was a really, really fun map, but also one which I think was overlooked a lot because it didn't have any real story value. But with this image of Samantha, holy crap, guys. Classified honestly looks so hype. We have the old crew, we have Samantha Maxes in her original form controlling the zombies, maybe even seeing an alternative ending to Moon where things happen differently, and sort of explain how that comic loading screen involving the Ultimis Richtofen with the Premise crew. I just can't wait to see that explained, and I just cannot wait for this game to come out. And you already know that when this game drops, this will be your hub for all the Black Ops 4 Zombies videos you will ever need. So if you are new around here and you haven't already subscribed, then now is definitely the time to do so. If you're excited for Classified as well as all of the BO4 Zombies maps, let me know by dropping a like rating on the video. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.